Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Nurture Series.
What is the Nurture Series? I'm so glad you asked. The Nurture Series podcast was created during the pandemic lockdown. My goal on this series is to promote inner nurturing. It's been a really big storm of a year, more like a hurricane and a tornado all rolled into one. I created the Nurture Series because I understand that most of us are balancing parenting, relationships, and work, but we can't nurture others if we ignore ourselves. I wanted a place to listen to experts and hear how to tackle ways to nurture ourselves with love versus judgment. Let's face it, there is no real manual to adulting. How can we make things okay for others if we don't even know how to get there? While I've had a lot of practice weathering the storms of life, I knew there were way more experts, more knowledgeable than me, who knew how to make our lives function better. And if there's one thing landing in quarantine has given us, it is time. Lots and lots of time to refresh, renourish, and reframe our lives. And lots of time to make a podcast, lots of time to listen to one. My hope is that through the experts I have compiled, we'll forge through this darkness better than okay. You know the old adage, put your own oxygen mask on first? Well, welcome, because we're about to put that oxygen on hard, which will hopefully unleash your best self and turn you into the best possible nurturer to others as well. There is so much we have no control over, and while this has been such a trying year, there have been so many lessons and opportunities to realize what we can control. The way we conduct our relationships, the stories in our heads, and the way we show up for others are all in our own control. Our mind is a working organism, and sometimes it can control us in ways that do not produce the healthiest life outcomes. Believe me, if you lived up in my head for 5 minutes, you'd be entering a dangerous neighborhood cul-de-sac with no way out. This is the reason I read and I ask questions to the experts, because they make me find a way out of the foreboding cul-de-sac of doom. With enough practice, even in the most trying times, I found that everything really is going to be okay as long as I stay open and willing to see life anew. So think of this podcast as your first step to a lifetime of learning to become the person you are meant to be. Think of it as your opportunity to get a few answers on how to nurture yourself and others like a boss. I wanted to ask the big questions we all start adult life with, like how do we couple better? How do we take care of our bodies during a storm? How do we face uncertainty? How do we walk through life with grace and joy? Think of this experience as you and I vibing to the rhythm of inspired living together. So cozy up and let's get ready to learn how to really feed our minds, our bodies, our relationships, our souls back into wellness. Because 2020, you might have tried to take us down, but you are not going to take us out. Let's do this, baby. I'm Cava Florin. Welcome to the Nurture Series.
Welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you.
Nurture this.